This is Toth with the Divine Light Activation Being of Light and the Quantum Light Activation Being of Light and the expanded Quantum Light Council of Light that includes numbers, colors, light language sigils or sacred geometry, and beings of light from across the multiverse, including the Anna, and Sanat Kumara, that are moving more into the forefront of this divine transmission. Quantum light practitioner training is being placed on the altar for you to vibe into if you are called. The essence of quantum light honors the evolving nature of the divine expansion, the divine expanding within you, and the larger divine expansion project, as we like to call it, meaning that source consciousness is always evolving, is ever changing. And what expands the divine within you and within the larger landscape of all that there is very, very, very precise, very specific. It is not one size fits all. As such, there are new light technologies that are being midwifed on the Earth star at this time. Quantum light is one of these light technologies that has come forth as an emanation of the lineage of me, Toth, in divine partnership with your divine transmitter, Danielle, and those that choose to engage with quantum light, as well as other beings of light across the multiverse. Quantum light includes a partnering with me, Toth, and goes into 4 particular prongs of infinite wisdom, categories of infinite wisdom from the lineage of me, Toth. There is alignment, also known as healing, yet we choose to call it alignment, for there is the evolution of consciousness. That alignment is moving into the energies of what is possible in the field of infinite possibilities. There is divination, which is often associated with tarot and having those psychic abilities, visioning, and yet we mean it as well as becoming the divine. There is sacred architecture, the capacity to create through energy, consciousness, sacred geometry. And there is ascended mastery, that as a being of light incarnating, or a being of light awakening, or the divine expanding, you have ascended mastery. And that these four schools or prongs of infinite knowledge, alignment, divination, sacred architecture, and ascended mastery, create a conducive environment for your awakening, for your expanding contribution to the evolution in consciousness. Now we are very clear that the quantum light practitioner training is not for everyone, yet it is for those that have a deep resonance with the energies and consciousness of all that there is, and with me, Thoth, and the expanded Council of Light. A quantum light practitioner is one who has a practice of quantum light. This may mean on a professional level, a practice, yet it may also mean on a personal evolution level. And so as we're placing quantum light on the altar, would also bring in the awareness that it is like other technologies or modalities, for it includes some energies of some of the most ancient light technologies, yet the way that they blend and the energies that come forth together is also what creates a uniqueness. Now, the foundation of quantum light is the divine light activation, numeral 1, the Roman numeral 1, divine light activation number 1, which is the prerequisite of the quantum light practitioner, which may be done at a different time as the quantum light practitioner training, and it can also be done as a part of the quantum light practitioner training. Divine light activation 1 includes 24 divine light activations to reincarnate as a light being incarnate, to actualize the vision that you carry, reunited with multidimensional consciousness. And the quantum light practitioner training, DLA 2, divine light activation 2, Roman numeral 2, includes 24 quantum light activations. Divine light activation number 1 is very much for one's personal evolution and contributing to the larger evolution in consciousness. Quantum light activation 2 is becoming a licensed quantum light practitioner training. The license means that you have the accessibility to the light technology in a way to share it with another. You have the license or the permission to share it with another, and you're positioned to do so from the divine light activations and the quantum light activations, as well as these 4 ascended mastery activations in divination, sacred architecture, alignment, and ascended mastery. The quantum light energies are part numerology, connecting to the numbers and the dynamic play with numbers, dates, times, synchronicities with numbers. Numbers are everywhere on your Earth star. Quantum light is part utilizing the energy of colors and also light language and also different sacred geometry, light language sigils or shapes. There is a divination deck of light language sigils that are also a part of the quantum light. Quantum light is part astrology, yet from the divine light activation perspective, looking at one's birth date and time and place to really recognize the emission that is carried. So there are many similarities to other modalities, including also energy healing, energy alignment, coaching, that can be made, yet quantum light is a blend of all of these energies. Hi anoisianka ti oyanka shitiwa. One of the overriding purposes of quantum light is to really midwife the extraordinary with source as source consciousness. Ki anka ti nananianka poya kaya ti enianka shitiwan kaya nia kaya kaya poya kaya. To support others in their awakening process, Hoyankati Nanyamankati Wankayati, Soyankati Osoti Nananyamankati Nananyakayati Wasiti Wakayasi. So we would take a few moments in the silence to transmit some of the energies of quantum light so that you have an experience of the energies, Hoishiti Nananyamankati Wakaya. And if you're called to explore it more fully and you're new to Divine Light Activation number 1, then you are invited to submit your application for Divine Light Activation number 1. And then we will follow the energy from that doorway. If you've already completed Divine Light Activation number 1 and you're called to explore quantum light activations and quantum light practitioner training, we'd invite you to reach out to us to set up a one-on-one conversation to explore quantum light and your quantum light cosmic mapping, your chart. So those are next steps. And yet before getting to those next steps, we would transmit some of the quantum light energies. Hui ai muyanka. Hi sati nanaya kanta sewanka soya. You are tired of one size fits all. You are ready to be in an energy environment that is absolutely bespoke for you. To also have access to energy streams that are supporting individuals, the Earth Star, animals, the divine expansion that also accesses bespoke energies for all of those levels. Hi anoi yanka si ti na si ti wa. Quantum light partners with beings of light across the multiverse. Hiyang kashi tananya kaya. That is midwifing the extraordinary. He shankati natniya kai oi anka. Iankasi wankasi wasi wanka. Iankati nasia. So we'd spend some moments in the silence transmitting quantum light energies for you to vibe into. Beautiful. We are co-creating each quantum light practitioner training in the now moment. There are elements that are repeated, yet what makes each experience anew is those that choose to partner with us, to co-create with us, to bring forth your part of the contribution. The divine is expanding. You, as the divine, are expanding. Quantum light is in response to that expansion. We invite you to explore if it's yours to be and do and have and choose or not. For it is truly a choice. It is a choice. It is a choice. All is light, and we are all.